Hi everyone, good night. Today I'll be discussing Sex and the City and Girls. So I decided to analyze from Sex and the City Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda, which is episode 11 from season 4, and compare it to Girls Vagina Panic, which is episode 2 from season 1. I chose these two episodes because they were discussed in the lecture, and I think if you're like me, that you would have watched something that is discussed in the lectures to understand a little bit more what they're talking about, and also because of the topic of abortion, which I think it's extremely taboo and it's even more difficult to discuss and show how it is compared to sex. So let's start with Sex and the City. I feel that the show it has a very upbeat way of discussing a lot of topics, but especially this one. It is discussing brunch. They also talk about infertility and having previous abortions, and they talk about it so openly and so freely. And I know they're friends, and I know that it's the the place where they can talk openly about it, but it's still very difficult, and there is a reason why there's so many discussions uh, in media and politics everywhere about abortion. It's a difficult topic, and that's why it should be discussed. And I think they also give it a very short period of time, given how important it is for a woman to have an abortion. I think that just one episode, just 30 minutes to realize you're pregnant and then go to get an abortion and say, oh no, I really want to have this baby. It's not enough time, and I think it should be, I don't know, I haven't seen the entire show, so I don't know if it carries on, if she ever wonders if she had had the abortion, what would have happened. But I'm guessing that it's not, and that's the way Sex and the City works compared to Girls, where I think I haven't seen it either, the entire show, but I feel like it would have or could have it would have come out later in the show. Um, Maybe not for Jessa, who is the girl who's pregnant, because it's not that she doesn't care, but she knows that it is the right thing to do for her in that moment. It would be realistic, as Hannah says, to have a baby in that moment of her life. Um, and just as a very FYI, I know the actress who plays her actually had an abortion when she was younger. So it is a very important topic for them to discuss, and I think it's very good of her to bring this up and be able to play it and bring it into a conversation that it's not discussed very often. And one more thing, it's also the way the shows are made visually. I feel that definitely affects the way we see it. I feel Sex and the City is very colorful. New York seems like the place to be, and it's amazing. And it's not. It's like Girls. It's a struggle. It's gray, literally gray. Buildings everywhere, and it's fun, but it's very difficult compared to how Sex and the City um, plays it. One thing was the homeless man who just pops out of nowhere, and you give him your money, and I haven't done that a lot. I don't know if I should feel bad or not. But anyway, so my questions are, so do you feel that when Sex and the City gave her characters guys at the end of the show, you know how the article discusses how they all end up with a guy who that basically goes against what the show was about, having all these guys. Do you think it breaks their credibility as a show that breaks boundaries? And my second question, which might be, we might not be able to get to one answer, but do you think that abortion goes against the idea of feminism by going against women's nature, um, of having babies, or it enforces it by showing our freedom of will? Thank you, and I hope you enjoy my presentation. Bye.